Endless is a new place to level up. It's also a great way to get focus. Another little tip what I've noticed for this Endless is putting enemy radar on, because in the later levels it seems to be the maps get bigger and the enemies are harder to find. Put enemy radar on. You can see on the minimap, you'll see little red arrows to say where enemies are. Especially when there's big groups of them. You just go and check out the full group, get that efficiency up, keeps you going longer, more rewards. Which after all is what most of us are playing it for. I've got two weapons that I'm leveling and menu for that what I'm leveling. You can see the conduit opens, you head to it, you go through it. It resets any abilities you've got active and puts you back to your base power. So I've got my base power at 50 so I can instantly cast Iron Skin whilst using Rhino. Always good. In the later levels, Iron Skin becomes so useful. As does Rhino's circle ability, which puts damage for you and nearby allies. And the main idea is to keep that efficiency as high as possible, that you can see just below the minimap on the top left corner. I'm currently using the Ignis Wraith that has been formed 6 times. It still isn't the perfect build, which I will be working on to improve, but it's just finding the right mod. As most people know, the Ignis Wraith is the upgraded version of the Ignis. I'll show the build I've got for it at the minute after we finish this. But if anybody's looking for a build, you'll be able to see mine. The biggest problem I have with the Ignis Wraith is when you're doing the sortie and it says the enemies are resistant to elemental damage. That's when it's like, yeah, the Ignis Wraith is just not going to be used here. That's when you need a weapon that has the one of the 3 basic damages of slash, impact or puncture. Okay, so that's that one done. Moving on to the next zone. Killing Iron Skin again. Now, if you are spamming the same ability repeatedly, it does say in the patch notes that Sephon Samaris will punish you. Basically, he'll disable your abilities. So that's worth bearing in mind. Now, you might not come across it, but when I was playing yesterday with one of my friends, he came across it and he died twice before his abilities was able to be activated again. but that's the benefit of reading the patch notes. Especially when there's new modes available, it explains what they're about. As we all know, with new things comes new problems, so I'm sure we'll start encountering problems coming up. They already did a hotfix just after the patch. But they did try to fix a hell of a lot in this update. So far so good, as far as I'm concerned. I streamed one to Twitch yesterday. This one's obviously going to YouTube. So when you see that conduit materialising, head towards where the yellow marker is. Then as soon as it's formed, you go straight through.
A data conduit is open. Go now.
You do have a set amount of time to get to the conduit once it's formed. So if you get straight in it, you're not arriving player by player, you know, you get your full team through as quickly as you can. Start killing the enemies, keep that efficiency up. Obviously 4 people taking down enemies is more efficient than 1 person, then 2, then 3, then 4, so on. Get you all through as quick as you can. Unleash hell. And I haven't been paying attention, but if you keep an eye out, it'll say about stuff being leveled up. Like I said, this is a new area to level stuff up. Personally, I find it better than Hydron for leveling up. Now, you won't be able to level your Warframe up here though, because Warframes have to be leveled to actually take part in this. So Hydron will still be the place to level up Warframes. But weapons, pets, bring them here. My tactic with leveling up weapons and pets, have a efficient primary weapon that can deal with most enemies, and just go in, kill as many enemies as you can using your primary. Now, a lot of people say that you should only have the weapon you want to level up equipped because it levels it up faster. I'm not so sure. I've tried it a few times, and to me it seems if you have 2 weapons, like your secondary weapon and your melee weapon that you're trying to level up, get the kills with your primary, providing you're getting a lot of kills, you're going to level them up, and that's 2 quicker than 1 than doing it a second time to get the second weapon. So the way I try to do it is you have 2 equipped. Have 2 weapons equipped that you're leveling, and whilst you're leveling them, you're only doing it once to level 2 weapons, rather than going in, getting as many kills as you can, leveling 1 weapon, then having to repeat it for your next weapon, and so on.
That I enjoy this suffering?
And the other thing is, I've got an Evidon lens on my Ignis Ray, which means I'm getting quite a bit of focus. And obviously you do get some sort of focusing element you can pick up here, and it varies how many you get per level. It does say in the patch notes that Cephalon will always provide one, but use them wisely because them focusing elements also increase the amount of efficiency you get per kill. So 1357, that's pretty bad considering how much I normally get here. But that's probably because I'm too busy talking about the stream rather than concentrating on killing the enemies. But when you get here, you'll see what I'm talking about. Obviously my cravat keeps dying because, to say, I'm leveling it. But I've not had this type of cravat before, so I think it's going to be interesting. It's got an ability to increase critical chance by 60%, and it also reflects damage from enemies directly back at them. So I think that could come in useful. Another good thing for cravats is the shattering impact. Put that on them against the terrorists. Takes down the terrorist's armour, and then if he's reflecting damage back at it as well, I don't know the possibilities of I was going to say endless, but while I'm doing a mode called endless, it seems like a bit of a pun. Shouldn't be using. Okay, our efficiency gets to 52%. Still at a B+. Need to pick up the game in this next round. Oh, this is the map I found awkward. Okay, so you can see we've only got 2 of the things that somebody's collected one, and I've collected the second one, so basically melt as many as you can. Now this is where the Ignis Ray comes in handy against the infested, because it's heat damage. Heat and toxin is the best against the infested. But the Ignis Ray melts infested at high levels, especially with the build I've got. The funny thing is nobody's watching this live, so I'm pretty much talking to myself. But I figure if I'm explaining various things throughout the stream, then if somebody watches it later on, they'll know what's going on and why. Or at least that's my theory. If there's anything people do want to know what I haven't explained during the video, drop a comment. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Aim to be as efficient at replying to people's comments as well as in this game. What is this, my day of reviving people? this update came out a little over 12 hours ago. Can't remember exactly what time it came out. But the furthest I've gone is round 12. Unless we pick this up, I don't think this team is going to make it that far. However, this is the place to get the latest Warframe if you're not going to buy it. And the latest Warframe, I think, quite cool. It's got, I don't know how you pronounce her name, but it's K-H-O-R-A, Cora, I'm going to call her. But she effectively gives you a second pet because she has a cravat built into her that is actually part of her. And one of your abilities instantly revives her. Even if you don't have the energy to be able to revive your cravat, after a short time it will reappear anyway. Which is pretty cool. So, a friend bought it and he took a screenshot and it appears like you've got 4 weapons because of the cravat. And Seth one is not happy. Our efficiency is well below par. And that's the end of that.
You exceed expectations. You are far more exciting and
So zone 7 reach, we got an air. I did 54% damage there, which isn't too bad. And as you can see, my cravat was unranked when I went into there. It's now rank 18. And the Bronco, as you can see there, gone up to rank 23. Okay, so head to my arsenal. Weakness refilled.
Well put together, operator.
You Wazak. Somebody got impatient. Somebody was like, oh well, people ain't got other stuff to do, we'll just throw them back in straight away.
Hurry, Hunter! The convoy is closing fast!
About that, just had a knock out the door on the stream. Always fun when that happens. Well, normally I wouldn't even stop playing to go onto the door. but since they loaded me in when I wasn't ready, I don't think anybody can complain. Maris has been annoying us late. Going to the sortie and it's like, Hunter, there is a sanctuary target. Like seriously, in the sortie, you want us to chase down a sanctuary target? Go away. I'm half expecting him to do it here. Apparently those orbs suck you in. Some sort of vacuum effect, as you can see. Ooh. And they scramble you. Hardwire I've been playing with quite a lot because I used to use Ember like all the time. He gave me the nickname Firebug, which is quite amusing because like most games I play, you can use fire. I do. I think secretly I literally am a Firebug. I'm a pyromaniac. Flames are so pretty. And they cleanse. Cleanse infested, Grenier, Corpus.
A new data conduit is open. Our experiment moves to a new zone.
DC Universe Online. First character with fire.
Each data conduit jump, the experiment's design dictates increased efficiency. I trust you will be able to complete this study, Hunter?
I think Samaris needs to have more confidence in me. And the team I'm part of. Back into the high 90s. for efficiency. More like it, a lot more healthy. Somebody's using Ember. We've got another fight over here. Now if you have an Ember in your group and he uses Accelerant, making enemies more susceptible to heat damage, if you've got Ignis, you can melt pretty much any enemy. And if we make it to the later rounds where the enemies get difficult, Ember uses Accelerant, I use Rhino's Raw to give us a damage buff. We will tear him apart. The problem with Ember is she's not exactly as strong for him. She can't take a hit. My Ember has a lot of shield, health upgrades, but she still can't take a hit. Not really. Sorry if you can hear my dog snoring there. Those of you that know me know Marley. Those of you that don't, the Sharpay. Like to get involved in everything.
A data conduit is open. Go now.
So efficiency's got to 77%, needs to pick that back up. Ideally, yeah, we could do with finding one of them efficiency stimulus. Which also brings up the focus back. So as soon as you see somebody's found one of those efficiency stimulus, kill as many as you can. That will get your efficiency right back up. As you can see, we're up to 91%. However, bear in mind this is only zone 4, so the enemies aren't that tough. At least not yet. If you do this on the elite version, they start at considerably higher. I think the enemies start at like 60. So obviously it takes a bit more killing. Tried that last night. Sorry about that. Tried that last night. Our teammates wasn't the best. Hardwire, he's a great guy. Plays him a lot. My friend, he's got quite a few disabilities, especially with his hands. So he finds things difficult, but I don't feel he should be punished for it. But he wasn't up to scratching that. However, the good news is that the Ignis Ray did work in there. It was still killing enemies. Not as easily, but it was still doing it. Especially compared to the rest of the group. Now, when I mentioned about getting to round 12, I think our overall score was like 950,000. It would be nice to beat that at some point. But after this round's done, the first thing I'll do is lead group. So I can check out the Ignis build. Let everybody see. And I'll show my Rhino build for this as well. I currently have 3 builds for Rhino. I have build for this, build for the index, and then a terrorist hunt build. And oh my god, I can't find my way to the...
Hunter, the sanctuary will go
Oh
on
dear.
without you.
I'm out. That's what I get for not paying attention. However, I'll go to my arsenal, check out my Ignis build, upgrade my cravat, put a new weapon on to level up. Okay, so back here. Ignis Wraith.
Well put together, operator. Now
So
get
we've got a
out
maxed
there
out
and
heavy caliber,
Cut down the...
Hellfire,
make the Lotus proud.
rifle ammo mutation, which comes in really handy. Wildfire, plus 20% magazine capacity, 60% heat. Serration, maxed out for the damage. 120% crit damage through vital sense. Vigilant armament, plus 60% multi-shot. And because I've got 3 of the 6 of the set equipped at the minute, plus 15% chance to enhance critical hits from primary weapons. And lastly, split chamber, maxed out. So that's my build for the Ignis Wraith, and that is the only build I use currently, which certainly makes for a good weapon. So now to Rhino. So as I said, this is my build for the Endless. Why I've got that on, I don't know. I clearly messed up there. What I should have there is Rifle Amp. So anyway, Rifle Amp gives you plus 27% damage to rifles, Coaction Drift, Aura Strength, Aura Effectiveness plus 15%. So obviously that boosts my Rifle Amp. Redirection, 440 shield. Vitality, 440% health. Armored Agility, 15% sprint speed and 45% armor. Augur Accord, plus 180% shield capacity, 2 out of 6 of the set.
Operator, the system
Vigilant
needs
Pursuit,
you.
plus
Will you
30
begin
enemy
another
radar,
mission?
15% chance to enhance critical hits from primary weapons. Vigilant Vigor, plus 60% shield recharge, and the set bonus 15% chance to enhance critical hits from primary weapons. Steel Fibre, plus 110% armor. And lastly Vigor, plus 120% shield, plus 120% health. Now we can move on to weapons. Let's find which weapon we've got, which we haven't maxed yet. Max. There it is, dual heat swords. Equip that. Blue. You've done well. 12 points to upgrade. Ooh. Link shields. Make him survive longer. Good job. And there's the friend hardwire. So that's all of that maxed out. There's blue. Let's check out my ship real quick. So I've been decorating. So on the left here we've got Corpus. 2 of them firing. This guy's climbing up to get involved. Facing Ember. Over the other side we've got an Ember. Actually no, we've got a Rhino, not Ember. So it's changed them because I've been using Rhino a lot. Over the other side, so we've got Rhino and we've got Grenier. So we've got a Grenier laid down, taking shots. We've got a guy stood up, bending the knees, taking shots, and we've got a guy who's been knocked over the edge. Come along to the left side. We've got the giant fish tank. Considerable fish in there. At the side here we've got some more fish. I find it awkward this one because you can't always see the fish. There's an Ember there. Over here we've got the bobblehead collection and the Sands of an Aros container. Got the story mission drawings on the wall there. And then We have some Ireton treasures. We have the Terrorist and the Gauntless. We have 2 cage beds. And 2 cage little... I don't even know what these are. I think the chipmunks. It's what they remind me of. And these guys. They remind me of the vultures from Jungle Book. I think it's Jungle Book where they do it, but what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? Hey, now don't start that again. But yeah, anyway, so that's my ship. The Endless mode, my Ignis Wraith build, my Rhino build, and I shall catch you later. Hope you enjoyed this, hope it was informative. As I say, if there's anything I didn't cover that you want to check out, just drop a comment and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. Thanks for watching.